Hello YouTube, sorry to keep you waiting. My name is SharpStar64Gamer, and today I'm playing Pokemon Gold again because I have out of school suspension, which is really stupid. Like, that's not a punishment at all. ISS is in school suspension. Today I'm going to be taking on Faulkner, but first we have to get through the Sprout Tower. Now, what is this Sprout Tower? Well, it's this maze thingy where you have to beat a bunch of sages who have nothing but Bellsprout and occasionally some Rattatas that appear. So right now we have Raspberry, who is a Pidgey, Hawaiian Punch, who is a Chikorita, and Mew, who is a Mew, who is also holding a Bitter Berry. And I also want to get Mew to level up because it learns Psychic as well. So that's also real good. And we are going to battle now. I need to get some stuff out of the way. I'm a mess, guys. Like, I seriously need to organize myself because the way I'm living right now, it's kind of a trash heap. Like, my room is a dumpster right now. So, it's a level 3 Bellsprout. It is a grass and poison type, which is weak against psychic types, which is why I'm trying to get Mew to learn a psychic type move, because I really need to get through this. It's kind of like, you know how Gen 1 has all those moments where you just grind and grind and grind like Rock Tunnel? There's nothing to it, there's no point in it, but in Gen 2, they actually made it fun, and like, they kind of had some story in it. But Generation 1, it has nothing, so like, I hate to break it to you, Gen 1ers, but that, how do you explain that? It's so boring at that time. Also, Chikorita, is pretty good for the Sprout Tower because it can get through the Bellsprouts with Razor Leaf, and it resists the Vine Whip, and it's not too good of a move. Crap, I probably shouldn't have used Razor Leaf. Just use Tackle because their physical defense isn't very good. And also, all grass-type moves at the time are special moves. So what do I mean by this? Basically, there are certain types that are certain types of moves. And if it's a special move, it attacks the special defense, not the physical defense. Like, all fighting type moves at the time, they're all physical. All psychic type moves at the time, they're all special moves. No, we're not going to be switching, Pokemon. But anyways, that's what it means. So basically, water, fire. I really don't like it because the idea of having that, of like, most moves being a certain type, it should be what the Pokemon's stats are. Like, most dark types are physical attackers, like Sneasel, Crawdon, and what's the other one, I believe? Houndoom. Those were all mainly, well, not Houndoom. I think it was a physical attacker, but I'm not sure at the moment. But most of those were physical attackers, and like, all dark type moves at the time, they were all special, so all those Pokemon got the short end of the stick, and that's the bad thing about the special and physical move sets, because like, you can't have a physical, let's say, or Feraligatr. I can't use its stab, which is same type attack bonus, which does more damage if it shares a type with the Pokemon in the move. So some Pokemon, they can't even use stab like Feraligatr, but it is still a decent Pokemon in this game because it does get stuff like Headbutt, which all normal type moves at the time, they're all physical, which is why Hyper Beam is so overpowered in this game, as well as Gen 1, because if you kill the Pokemon in Gen 1 with Hyper Beam, then you don't have to recharge it. So that's the reason why, let's say, why isn't it doing so much to Steelix or something like, a fighting type move, I guess? It's because all fighting type moves are physical and so on and so on. There's actually a list of it, if you look it up on Google, actually, and I've kind of summarized it up, and like, Gengar is a really good special attacker, but all poison type and ghost type moves at the time are physical, so like, Crobat really benefited from that and stuff. But ever since a physical special split in Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, Crawdon got really lucky, and it got stuff like Crunch, Night Slash, Waterfall, Crab Hammer. Those all turned to physical moves, and it got Swords Dance, which is an amazing move, because it also doubles the attack by 2 stages. Gratitudes towards Pokemon. So at the end of this Bell Sprout Tower, my bad, I'm sorry everyone. The Sprout Tower, you can get the HM Flash. Now you probably don't have any Pokemon that can use Flash, right? Well, when you beat Faulkner, you get Togepi, which is a really good HM slave. When it evolves, it can learn, basically, what is it again? Fly. It can learn Strength, it can learn Rock Smash, Flash I said again, but it can't learn Cut and stuff like that, so you may have to teach it to stuff like a Beedrill or something. Beedrill is really good because it also gets Swords Dance and I really like it. I'm using it on my personal silver version because it's such a good physical attacker. And I can actually use it, like, why did I go for Razor Leaf? I mean, it doesn't have a crit chance, but still. But anyways, Beedrill is a really good Pokemon if you get it to learn Swords Dance, but I transferred it back to Gen 1 so I could get Swords Dance from Gen 2 to Gen 1. So yeah, I really like Beedrill. It's really freaking cool. I mean, it's a wasp or hornet thing, and it isn't controlled by a queen bee or whatever, freaking Combee or whatever. I hate that Pokemon. Like, I never even knew how to get the Combee stuff in, and new level up. Alright, so I never even knew how to get Combee or stuff like that in freaking Diamond and Pearl, which are my favorite games, or nostalgic games really, and they were my first games ever to play as Pokemon. Let me tell you something, I actually used to hate Pokemon. I'm serious, like, I hated Pokemon because, like, of not the games, but the anime. Don't judge a book by its cover, folks, because, like, I love Pokemon now, not the anime. Just, anime is garbage. Seriously, just don't watch it. Do yourself a favor, don't watch it. So Hawaiian Punch grew to level 10. We gotta use Raspberry or something, because if we get some flying type moves, then we can just sweep through these people's entire teams. So we're gonna just use Raspberry. It also resists grass types too. So if you're trying to look for a Pokemon that is good against grass types, use Pidgey or Chikorita. Anything like that is good. But however, switch train on Geodude because it has a quad weakness to grass and water types, and it cannot afford to take an absorb from any Pokemon here. Not even a crappy Vine Whip will do anything for it. Like, it is not going to survive anything in the Sprout Tower. Also, you see those two female and male symbols? Well, actually, you actually want the most attack, and how the gender is determined is because if you have an attack stat above average, then it's a male, and if you have an attack stat that's below average, it's female. And that's kind of why I wanted to get a male Pidgey, because you can... Are you kidding me? That's why I wanted to get a male Pidgey, because it has a better attack stat and it can do more damage. So we got Sage, what is it? Edmund. They kind of remind me of monks now that I think about it, because, like, why is Mew in the front? I forgot to switch it out. They remind me of monks because, like, they're only found in the Sprout Tower and only certain other locations, and that's really it, because, like, they're so centered away from society. It's kind of unique that they added other trainer classes in this game too, besides Generation 1, which had stuff like Gamblers and Cue Balls. Cue Balls, I have many questions about their sprite. Like, it had some mushroom thing in, I'm not gonna say where exactly, but in between the thighs, some kind of mushroom thing, and they were holding a whip, and they were chubby. It was just, why? So many design choices, just, I question why, to this day. It's just, why would you do that, Nintendo? Why? Or Game Freak, whoever made the freaking games in the first place. The Cue Ball is the weirdest and most disturbing sprite in a Pokemon game that I have ever seen. And I think Mew is trying to get some better stats as well. So Raspberry grew to level 5. Ooh, it's... ah, crap. I think Pidgey learns Gust soon, but Sand Attack, I hate Evasion. It's just retarded, and it's not going to help you at all in a Pokemon tournament. Like, even they're usually called evasion noobs because they don't have any better strategies if they use stuff like sand attack or double team. Cough cough, Bear was 5, Pidgey said, oh cough cough. But anyways, I just can't stand evasion because you can just use something like Magical Leaf and never misses, or you can use stuff like X-Scissor or Aerial Ace. That stuff will never miss. So, like, what's the point exactly? Because I have Aerial Ace on my team with Raspberry, and I could just KO you instantly. It's really stupid. And when that leveled up real fast, that was pretty good. Alright, so now we got one more, and it's a Bellsprout. Yeah, so all these trainers, I believe, have only Bellsprouts, except for the one on the top floor. He has a... what is it exactly? I think it's a Hoot Hoot or Pidgey. I'm not sure. It's a Hoot Hoot or Pidgey. Something. I don't know which one it is, but I believe that it is Hoot Hoot. You have to be careful of Hoot Hoot because it gets Hypnosis. It gets stuff like Peck. It's really good for later on in the game, like Bugsy and stuff. It can learn Takedown naturally. It's pretty good, but it only gets Takedown when it's like a Noctowl or something. So I think these guys say something if you beat them. Alright, so here we are on the top floor, and this is a potion. Alright, potion, that's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna use a potion on Pidgey because Pidgey is not doing too good, guys. Hashtag pray for Pidgey. Alright, we got 2 actually, nice. We're actually gonna switch train on Mew so we can, or she can learn moves better. So, that's gonna be good. I don't know exactly what gender Mew is, just why. So, actually, this guy has 1 Bellsprout, and it's higher level. And as I said before, the less Pokemon that have, the higher level the Pokemon is. So, yeah. We're actually gonna try and battle with Mew and see if it can do anything better, and it can. Oh my freaking gosh, it's going by 1/4. Okay, we can't have this Bellsprout sweep on us. We need to send in Pidgey or Raspberry, whatever the hell I called you. Now, Chikorita, it doesn't get too good of a start in the first 2 gyms, because grass types are weak to bug types, and they are also weak to flying types. But for Whitney has rollout on her Miltank, so it can actually resist rock type moves pretty well, and I think it's a good defensive wall, I believe, too. So I think it's pretty good against facing Whitney, but I honestly never had trouble with her no matter what starter I picked. Like, seriously, everyone says that Whitney is super hard, but she was never hard for me. Let me tell you something. Get a Geodude or something, get freaking Magnitude or something, and it'll just go by like a normal gym leader, okay? Please. That Whitney joke, it's just too stupid. I'm not kidding. It's like, really? She's not that hard. You know what? I don't... Yeah, and here's the occasional Rattata, people. There it is. Usually not too high level, just level 3. So, yeah. Also, don't go up 1 square, just go here, because you don't want to face this guy right there, and then have to face him, because double battles aren't a thing in this generation. You have to go battle after battle, and you can't heal after that, so just do yourself a favor, don't do it. Kneel, huh? So this guy has another level 6 Bellsprout, and these guys all specialize in Bellsprouts. I bet Faulkner just said, why are you guys just using Bellsprouts? Like, they need some type of variety. Like, if someone has a Hoot Hoot, maybe get a Geodude or something. But honestly, this is kind of easy for even a beginner in Pokemon. Like, come on. All you have is Bellsprouts. But they are gonna realize quickly, like, that maybe their Totodile or, you know, Cyndaquil is doing pretty good against them, and they're going, oh, okay, so it affects that. It's like rock, paper, scissors, okay. But still, it's kind of easy if you just throw the same plant Pokemon over and over at them again and again. Like, show them some other Pokemon so they'll know what type they are too as well. Duh. So, grew to level 8. Alright, so I got a 22 in attack, so that's pretty decent, alright. Mew wasn't doing too good in the first episode. Well, second episode, but still. So there is Silver. Elder, you are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here's your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Your Pokemon are not tools of war. Well, to me they are in competitive. You can claim to be the Elder, but he's too easy or something. So what he's gonna use is an escape rope because he doesn't really care about you and he thinks you're weak. But I already beat Silver. Alright, so now we got an escape rope. What Silver just used. So this is the last guy you have to beat. I believe he has a Noctowl or something. So that's a scroll of a Bellsprout. And I don't know why it's there. So here's the final test. And once you defeat him, you can finally face Faulkner, the gym leader. Or if you weren't doing too good against Faulkner, you could just, just train here. But honestly, Faulkner is really easy here. So, yeah. So now we're going to go to a Wine Punch because Raspberry isn't doing too good. It doesn't have as much HP as it did before. Alright, so in the Sunlight Growth, it can actually do 2 special attack boosts and 1 physical attack boost. Make sure that it's not using Sunny Day before it, because it's kind of bad for your team if they do that, because they can sweep your team easily, especially Bellsprout, because Poison type moves at the time are physical and Grass type moves are special. So yeah, it's pretty bad for you. So we're almost done here. And we're about to see which one is it. We're on a 1/3 of health here, and we have to use a potion real soon. Alright, so he's down. Mew grew to level 9. Alright, so about the level where Chikorita is, Hawaiian Punch, whatever you're called, I don't care. So it's a Bellsprout. So yes, he does have another Bellsprout, but we're gonna keep battling because we have another potion in our bag if you've been paying attention. I mean, you should, because this is a freaking YouTube video and you're trying to be entertained, aren't you? So now we're at full health again. So it's Vine Whip. It's probably going to do 2 damage every turn. Even with a boost, it's probably not going to do much at all. I really gotta make these battles interesting because they're the boring part of Pokemon. Like, really. I really don't want to bore people when I play Pokemon. So that's why I brought up, like, the Game Boy, which is right here. You can hear that in the background. So, yeah. It used growth, I believe, twice. Please don't kill me. Yeah, even if it used growth, it still doesn't do anything to us. So, that's Bellsprout down. Down. Okay, what I mentioned with the red health thing in the second episode, I'm really getting frustrated with that now. More and more. Alright, grew to level 11. Does it learn another move, I think? No, it doesn't. Okay, then that might have been a future generation. It's a Hoot Hoot. Okay, well, let's try and use Mew. Pretty sure Mew can do something, right? So, this is his ace. Alright. And by the way, ace means like, the leader of the party at the highest level. So this is his ace, apparently. Well, at least this guy has some type variety. Like, he has a normal flying type, so at least he has something. The other sages have absolutely nothing. And this one is male, so its attack average is above average. Mew, or any other legendary, you can't tell at all if it's above average for the individual values. Ooh, we got a critical. Hell yeah, people. Alright, so with legendaries, you really can't tell if they're above average or below average. So it really just depends on what the stats were if you looked at it after catching it. And we got Mew to level 10, people. Alright. Alright. Ooh, and it learned Transform, even better. So at level 10, Mew learned Transform. Alright, so we got $320. I could order a pizza right now with that money. Take this Flash HM. So we got HM05. So we're actually gonna teleport out of here, which for some reason Mew cannot learn teleport naturally in games. So we're actually gonna save some time here for you guys and use an escape rope. Sean, use an escape rope. Also, I'm not sure why all people's names in this game are all capitalized, but anyways, that's gonna be it for my Pokemon Silver episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Actually, comment if you liked it or not more, because that actually means a lot more to me than leaving a like, because you're just saying, that was a really good vid, keep up the work. That actually means a lot more to me than leaving a like, but if you want to, leave a dislike for this battery, people. Bye.